Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a new year now. I know things have been difficult last year, and if you are an investor, you have a lot of property that are vacant right now and looking for a tenant. This might be the video for you. So today we are going to talk about three main factors that you should really focus on if you are looking for a tenant right now. Well, if you have a rental property that has been fetching rental and suddenly during this COVID you are not attracting tenants anymore and you're wondering what's wrong with your property, well, there might be a few reasons contributing to a longer vacancy period. Number one is because there are less tenants due to the MCO imposed to the restriction of foreigners coming into Malaysia, or because if your property is targeting local market, probably the locals right now are reducing their budget on rentals. And the third reason might be because there are a lot of new properties coming in and tenants were just jumping from older property to newer buildings. So in a real estate agent perspective, these are the three main things that we should focus on if you are really keen to look for a tenant in a short period of time. So when a tenant search for a property, there are always two main factors that affect them to really call the agent to schedule a viewing. Number one is the photos of the unit. If the unit is attractive enough to lead them to make the call, then the higher probability that we were able to schedule a viewing. So number two is the price. When the tenant browse through iProperty or Property Guru, those property portal, they will always look for the lowest price to call. Well, if you do not wish to rent out your property at the below market price, then the number one thing that you should focus about is the appearance of the unit. So if let's say your unit has been rented out for many years, you should look into the maintenance of the furniture, or the walls maybe need to be repainted. After you have done these refurbishment, then maybe to call in your agent again to take new photos of the unit so that it looks fresh and attractive. Well, of course, when we talk about appearance, it doesn't mean that you need to do a major renovation of your unit or change everything new. But my point is to make the house seems presentable and a comfortable living home. Because in my experience, whenever I bring a tenant to a viewing, if they are sitting on the sofa, most probably they will proceed with the unit. Because once they sit on the sofa and imagine themselves living in that unit, then it means that the property is already 50-70% into their liking. So, but in the contrary, if your sofa is really old and dirty, they would walk out of the property immediately, no matter how low is the rental or how magnificent is the view. So, in my experience, appearance is really okay. Let's say if you have already refurbished your unit and it's stunning right now, ready to rent, the number two thing that you should really focus on is the maintenance of the appliances. For instance, a leaking aircon or a leaking ceiling in the bathroom may raise a concern of the tenant. Of course, we can always explain to the tenant that this will be fixed before you move in. But I believe there's a lot of tenants that might have bad experience with their unit before, where they need to stand by in order for the contractor to come in to repair and change, and that takes up a lot of their time. So therefore, in this competitive situation, if you want a tenant to really commit to the deal after one or two viewings, then you should really maintain the unit properly, check every repairs that need to be done and get it done quickly. Well, finally, if you have already refurbished your unit and you have done every maintenance of the unit and you're still unable to find a tenant, then the third major factor is the price. Well, in my opinion, in this competitive market, we should really be rational about the rental price. If you think that you have already invested money into refurbishment and time to take care of the property, you should ask for higher rental, I think that should be reconsidered again, because at this time being, there's a lot of other properties that are attractive as well. So if you are trying to rent out at a higher asking price, you might need to wait for a little bit longer. Therefore, if you really wish to rent out the property as soon as possible and shorten the vacancy period, you should really market it at the current asking price. Unfortunately, there are not many data for rental prices on internet, so therefore you need to find a property agent who are specialized in that building in order to give you the asking rental price and the transactional rental price. The reason to get the transactional rental price is because sometimes asking price doesn't equals to transacted price. So you need to be rational about what is being asked and what is the price being transacted, so that you know when it comes to a negotiation, what is the bottom price that you should really let go of. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope this video brings you value and help you rent out your property. I'll be shooting more videos like this in this coming year, and if you wish to see more, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.